Hey everyone, it's Vajirnis here, and welcome to my chess YouTube channel. Today is video 6 of my series, The Heart of Chess. And this is where I have a specific chess topic in mind, and I just talk about it. And hopefully it'll bring some value to your chess game and chess way of thinking. If there's anything you've enjoyed in this video, or learned, please show your support by subscribing to my YouTube channel and give me a like. My goal is to do a chess video a day and just have fun with it. Today's topic is going to be about burnt out in chess, what you can do about it. And I can kind of hear your thoughts or see your thoughts from across uh, your computer to this video on, is it really true? Can people really be burnt out in chess? And trust me when I say this, you can be burnt out. And before I really dive into this topic, I just want to state, for the record, I'm not a doctor. I don't have any medical training or anything of that nature. So everything I say is specific to my thoughts on chess burnout and what I've went through, what I've seen others go through, and what you can do to alleviate it. Again, everyone's different, so don't take this literally, like every word. But I think it's an important topic to discuss. Especially, I can give a lot of thoughts on chess burnout and how normal it is for all chess players, whether you're competitive or you're playing casual for fun. It happens to everyone. So there's a couple things you can do. So the first question is, what is chess burnout? And I guess there's not really a specific answer because it really depends on you as the player. But let me give you an example. Let's say you're playing like constant chess games online. And chess is really great online because it's very accessible. You can play anyone around the world. You can pick your specific time. You can customize it. You can play tournaments. You can watch YouTube streamers or Twitch streamers or other channel streamers play chess, and you can like interact and try and challenge them. Like there's a lot of great things with chess and technology. But if you're playing chess online for multiple hours, that's a lot of eyes staring at the screen. That might be really close. There's a lot of concentration involved, and that could be take a really heavy toll on you. Another type of burnout in chess is just simply like studying or playing a lot of tournaments or just playing a lot of chess in general. Um, being hard on yourself because you've made a mistake and you should be a lot better than you really are, and that type of thought that I'm sure all of us, including myself, has went through. Um, that could be a sign of burnout. Anything involving like if you're playing competitive chess and you feel like you've plateaued, and that may be just because your concentration is kind of the same thing that's been stretched out. Maybe you're studying too much when there should be more playing or a little bit more balance in terms of reading the books, playing games, taking a step back. Um, Again, burnout is like relative to any type of topic or any type of work or studying or action a person does. Um, but being burnt out in chess is really important to stay away from as much as possible, or at least know how to deal with it, because at the end of the day, chess is a game. Like some people say it's a way of life, and to me, I completely believe in that. There's a lot of different values in chess, a lot of things you can learn, discipline, how to lose, graciously, how to be competitive, play to be number one, play to be the best player you can be. But at the end of the day, it's a game meant to be enjoyed. And if you're simply not enjoying chess, then you might be burnt out. So, how do we? What can you do about it? Like, what does it take to not get burnt out and reset and refocus? Well, it's kind of, to me personally, it's kind of uh, like work. Like, because chess can be work too, especially if you're playing competitive and you want to get better, while you're like self-analyzing or using like engines or tools or friends or coaches or teams or clubs. Um, Sometimes you just have to take a step back and let yourself reset. That's why in work there's a lot of vacations. Like people go on vacations, kind of step away from the workplace, get reset, refreshed, switch their focus around, and then come back as good as new, ready to hammer it away and work. Chess, you got to figure out how to make it enjoyable. So, um, like my personal experience with burnout is it's pretty recent too. Is just tournaments like plateauing, losing concentration midway, being a little bit hard on yourself. I go through that a lot, and it's not healthy. Um, yeah, it's so you can say that's like it's part of your process of like you know going through a loss, figuring it out, learning and growing, and then getting back to it. But if you just keep doing it over and over without giving yourself a real like break or actually have a technique of self care, you will burn out, and then you'll start enjoying it less. And there was a point when I was playing competitive last year um, when I started like plateauing. I started losing, but not necessarily because my opponents were stronger. Um, Although I definitely dabbled with trying to play much stronger opponents just for the challenge. I found that I was losing concentration at key moments in in the game. Like I would have to um, go back to a line and recheck it to make sure I calculated it correctly, or and just based off that point alone, I have to put more time into doing something I've already done already. Or maybe I would feel not so confident with this opening sequence, and I was trying to wrap my mind around other different ways, other different lines that maybe I've experienced less, played less, and then I would try and dig into my memory and see if I recall positions I've seen, from other people, other games, or other videos I've learned or books I've read. And all that's taxing, and to do that all in one, like just one game or within a span of 10, 15 minutes, um, that's a lot. Like, it's amazing how much we think in chess and how much we really push ourselves. And when I was doing that consistently, um, the enjoyment went down. I felt like everyone has their own, I guess, mission or goal with chess. And some people really take enjoyment in just playing chess, sharing love, playing with anyone. Chess is its own cultural language. It's great. But other people also find chess, like they really enjoy chess by playing competitive and being number one, and playing the best that you can be, and butting heads with that opponent. That psychology, that rush of like of battle and war. And chess is a war game, it really is. And to me, that's how I've always been. I've always been competitive, not because I wanted to stick it to them, but because just want to be the best that I could be and be recognized and go for that number one. Because if I go for number one, I make myself better than I once was. Like that was just kind of like the mindset, like or the Kobe mindset. If we're getting a little bit towards like sports, because chess is after all a sport. So that started going down, and then I started just enjoying less, and then I started being less active and studying and or playing tournaments, and it just kind of trickled away. And uh, even now, I still feel it a little bit, but it's much less. And what I've done to kind of address that burnout was kind of take a step back from chess and really kind of have an honest conversation of what do I really want to do? And is there any way I can change chess up a bit to make it more enjoyable or try different things I've never done before? So, one of the things I'm considering is getting back into YouTube and being committed to YouTube videos and talking about chess because I do have a lot of knowledge. Um, I've proven to myself for the last few years that I'm still getting better in chess, which is great. My mind's still sharp as ever. Not as sharp as like teenagers, but it's still there. It can still grow and learn new concepts. So that's exciting. Um, and I want to kind of share that knowledge because I did a lot of coaching. I've worked with clubs before, and And I think it's just something that I just like enjoying, just talking about chess and kind of doing my own thing compared to other chess YouTubers and streamers. Uh, Another thing too, to change it up, is to really try and explore the power of streaming. And I think streaming is such a great tool to showcase your abilities and your talents in whatever game you play or topic you discuss. And like for Twitch, for example, I know there was a deal to focus on like chess.com specifically, and I follow a lot of YouTube chess players, so um, that to me is kind of exciting because it's kind of new that never really existed like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So kind of want to dabble and just be a part of that like international community. I think that's really cool. And again, different. So kind of change it up for me. Another thing I'm considering too is, and I'll talk about it more in another video because I think it's actually a really important topic, is getting a chess coach, like an actual like mentor chess coach that I can work with, that's done it all in a sense and can help me get to the next level. And I think that's also exciting too because since I first started playing chess when I was 4, I never had a coach, like really had a coach. I just kind of self-taught and did everything. And at the end of the day, when you self-teach yourself, it's a great thing. It's a great accomplishment, but you can only go so far. And I honestly believe you have to work with others in order to achieve the goals quicker. And I don't want to achieve my goals 10, 15 years from now. I want to achieve them like 2, 5 years from now. Or so I've got to have a plan and who is going to help me to get to that goal. So I'm really looking at a chess coach, and I think I already found one. And my goal is to meet with them and have like a session and see how it goes. Like physically meet with them because I'm more of a visual person, like on the board rather than online. And I think that will help with the chess burnout because there's more motivation. There's kind of a bit of an accountability factor. Again, and mentorship is like really important in chess, it's just important in everything in general. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to engage myself in different things about chess, and I mean more externally rather than internally. And what do I mean by external and internal? Well, sometimes in chess, um, we kind of pick our own style of openings or our own style of attacking, defending, passive aggressive, counterattack, etc. Well, internally, if you really want to change things up, the best thing to do is to learn new openings, try out different styles of attacking. Be a Kasparov rather than a Karpov. Switch from a tactical to positional type styles, and strategic thinking to tactical thinking. There's a lot of things you can do internally, and that would make it new, exciting, and try things out. But at the end of the day, it's still kind of putting a lot of energy into chess and taking a step back. For me, mixing it up, I think that's done a lot of good. I got a lot of chess tournaments planned for this year, so I can't wait to get into it and mix my coach, learning to mix my YouTube videos and changing up the chess. I think I'm already can tell it's already made a big difference. Other methods you can do to um, kind of slow the burnout or just step away from it is, again, step away. Go make sure you're going outside and getting some fresh air. I know I hate to say it, but it's kind of true because most of us are playing on the computer, playing indoors. Go to a chess park or just go outside in general. Change your interests for 1 week and try something different and focus your mind on it, and that will kind of help give it your mind relaxed away from chess. Like chess is a very compulsive, obsessive, addictive game. It is, and the reason why is because it's amazing, and we all love it. But loving things too much, um, that could be a concern, and that's definitely something that we don't want. We want to do everything in moderation. We don't want to go to the extreme because then that's not unhealthy. That's very unhealthy, and that could also make it not fun. Yeah, so step away from chess, try different ideas, hobbies. Fitness is very good with chess too, like working out, having cardio, lifting weights. Um, if you notice, all the super GMs, they really try and work out, majority of them, because the mind is and the body really do connect. So, you know, if you always find that you're having tough concentration, or you're a little bit more sluggish with your thoughts, again, go to the gym, go to take a run. That will do so much good. And again, not an expert or anything, but it makes a huge difference. So that's it about burning out in chess. Again, I don't think it's a. I've read some articles about it. I think I may have I've seen a video or two about it on YouTube. It's not really talked about, but kind of going along with the whole mental health and that big focus. Let's focus on our mental health in chess, and let's make sure that we're really still trying to enjoy, whether we're competitive or casual, and let's learn how to take a second, take a breath, step back, whatever it takes, and again, find the style that makes you, or find a method that makes chess burnout at a minimum or non-existent in your chess activities. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I really like talking about this topic. It's really important. If you've learned anything or enjoyed this video, again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a like. It really does help a lot. Again, the goal for me, like you've heard here, is to be consistent with YouTube videos and talk about various topics. If you have a topic that you want me to talk about, and by all means, please comment below. I don't know every single thing. Like if you're going to ask me about an opening, what my thoughts are, I can do that. But I kind of want to steer away from those type of videos because, again, I want to try stuff a little bit different. And I know that many YouTubers talk more about the technical side of chess, like talk about openings, what to do in these situations. I kind of want to have more of like a discussion of topics that are sort of like of this nature. Again, just doing my thing and doing it differently, and I really do enjoy this, and I hope that you enjoy it too. All right, take care.